Hey everybody, and welcome back to P.U.G. That is Pickup Games, and today is a Monopoly Monday. I know I was supposed to record this last week, but we had a small storm come through, and that kicks up a bunch of stuff in the air. Basically, my allergies put me on suicide watch for a week, and so it was hard to record because my voice was all weird and stuff like that. It didn't sound right, so I also really need to clean off this cloth. I keep on wiping it down every time, and just get a new cloth because bug hair everywhere. Either way, today we're going to be looking at Rick and Morty Monopoly. It's going to be slightly different than my normal ones because I haven't opened this one yet. All my other Monopolies that I've opened and played a few times. This one I just picked up a few weeks ago, and I haven't had a chance to even look at it yet. So we're going to be looking at it together, discovering what's in there, and I'll be talking about it while I go. That does mean that this video is going to be rather unedited. It's going to be just full straight through. Hopefully it's not too long, but I always say that and it ends up being way too long. So anyway, let's get down to business. Rick and Morty Monopoly. Rick and Morty, the show that you're not supposed to be a fan of because the fans ruined it. Honestly, I love the show, but I hate saying that. It's one of those shows that you can't ever talk about. Because the fans are so just atrocious that you don't want to be associated with the fandom. It's like the My Little Pony reboot or something. You're not allowed to say, "Oh, this is actually a pretty entertaining show" or something like that. No, you're cringe. You're Rick and Morty fan. Huh? You're so smart, huh? Okay, it's a funny show. Either way, but yeah, let's dig into it. I have to get this plastic off. So let's see. Should be simple enough to just saw through. Yeah. Do that off camera. Yeah, slowly pull at this. I'm just trying to get it started. There we go. Now. You already see some cool things in the back, but I'm trying not to look at it too much. So we can just open it up. And this plastic will be Future Kane's problem. Slowly remove the lid. Alright. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the money. I have to open this up also. I'm pretty sure most of it's going to look the same. Well, actually, hopefully it's better than the Dragon Ball Z Monopoly, where not all the money is the same. I see Jerry is the $1 bill, which would make sense because Jerry's the loser. It would make sense to have Jerry on all the money. So let's go ahead and hope that they thought that through. Let's see, the ones are Jerry's. Okay, yeah, they do have you have Summer as the fives. His dead best friend as the tens. Mr. Poopy Butthole as the 20s. Beth has the 50s, Morty has the 100s, and of course, Rick has the 500s. So already this is taking a better start than the Dragon Ball Z Monopoly with them having different pictures on the different bills. I like that. It shows that there's some actual thought and creativity put into it. I mean, not too much thought. It's just literally just taking pictures of the characters and putting them on things. But, whatever. It's cool. I like it. I'm not going to complain. Go over here, all the 50s. I'm going to save the board for last, so I'm not going to open up that just yet. I'm just going to pull it away. Oh, hey, more Future King problems. Heh, what a loser. The instruction booklet. We're not going to look at that. We don't need instructions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the... Okay, already, again, I'm just going to point out, I know it's going to be Dragon Ball Z Monopoly. Yeah, sorry. As much as I love Dragon Ball Z Monopoly, I did have some complaints about it. And already, these dice, they look so much better. They're not your standard white dice. They're blue and black. I'm assuming it's meant to, represent, a Meeseeks or something like that. It has that bright color scheme that you just associate with Rick and Morty. I really enjoyed that. That's really cool. I'm easy to impress, apparently. You give me colored dice, I'm impressed. Next, we're going to look at the houses and hotels. So, the houses and hotels look like they are modeled after the episode where they go into Rick's car battery. And they find out that he's had set up a mini universe in there to power his car. And he would use these little machines. I don't remember what they're called. It's probably in here in the instruction booklet that I was just making fun of. Flewable cranks and Google boxes. That's what it was. So the flewable cranks are what Rick made. Basically, he made the people stay working to power his car. However, they started their own society they had a super smart genius who also created a miniature device, a miniature universe, and in that he had the Google boxes that were, power that guy's stuff. And he was actually powering the city with it, thus making Rick get less power. I don't know why that power wouldn't transfer over, but yeah, I mean. But anyway, so again, beating out the last Monopoly I looked at, because these are actually different things. It's not just a recolored house and hotel from the standard Monopoly. These are actually different pieces, and they go with the lore of the universe. So, hey, that's pretty cool. So far, I'm impressed with this Monopoly. I am happy. Let's look at the chance and community chest cards and the property cards as well. We're not going to really look at the property cards too much because I want to save that for the board. We'll look at like a basic layout of one maybe. Jesus Christ. This is a tight plastic. Yeah. So let's go ahead and okay, so your property cards actually look pretty decent. I like that they use this like Rick and Morty font on them. Again, it just shows a lot of like creativity with it and whatnot. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed. Rick's garage is obviously Boardwalk and Park Place and all that, with Morty's bedroom being the other one. This is really cool. The back artwork looks really nice on them. It has that nice like blue tint to it. Nice scene of the garage. It's actually really cool. I really enjoy these. So really good property cards. Next we are going to look at the Chance of Community chest cards, which are interdimensional cable TV cards and the Get Swifty cards. It's definitely some of the most popular episodes out there. Interdimensional cable TV is always a fan favorite because, again, future games problem that he's going to be dealing with later. Fan favorite stuff because it's just a lot of it was improv. For those of you that don't know, the two people out there that don't watch the show that don't know about that, yeah, a lot of it was just like improv. They just animated over and stuff like that. A lot of really funny stuff. I don't know what else to say about it. And the Get Swifty, of course, being the episode of the Show Me What You Got, where Rick makes a stupid song, and for some odd reason, it's really popular with them. Yeah. As for the cards themselves, it looks like advanced to the. It looks like just a bunch of like different things from the show, but it's all the standard Monopoly stuff. Really cool art. It's actually very well done art-wise because it all looks like original art for it. So that's really cool. Fits well in the card. I enjoy these. I wonder if the interdimensional. So yeah, the cool thing about the interdimensional cable TV ones is that they are all actually shows from the interdimensional cable TV. Which, again, I'm going to bring up the Dragon Ball Z one once more, where it wasn't anything special. It was like, yeah, you had the Red Ribbon Army and you had the Capsule Corp, but it didn't make sense, the stuff in it. It was literally just a label. This actually has something to do. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So far, I'm loving this Monopoly set. I'd say it is a standard Monopoly set, meaning that there's no like special rules or anything. So, but as for like special Monopoly sets, I mean, just standard Monopoly sets, this one's actually doing a pretty good job of going out of its way to make itself different. So I'm thoroughly impressed. Because again, most of them just do that thing where it's like, oh, here's some things that are from the show as Monopoly pieces, and then the rest of it's all the same. Speaking of the Monopoly pieces, second biggest part of the game, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. Alright, so these things are all pretty hard to discern because of what they are. So this I know is the Plumbus, because that's from the interdimensional international. I mean, I guess technically it's international also, but interdimensional TV. It's just a device that they don't reveal really what it does. Then you have the Meeseeks box, which summons Mr. Meeseeks. This looks like the Galactic Federation symbol. This looks like one of like the virtual reality headset, I think it is. I'll look it up in a second. This is the Rick's car or spaceship. And then, of course, Rick's portal gun. I'm curious about what that one piece is, so I'll look it up real quick, see if they tell me. It probably tells me on the back of the box, honestly. But let's take a look. It does not tell me. So, oh yeah. Did it tell me on the back of the box? Oh, it's Snuffles the sound. I'm an idiot. Yeah, the dog. The one that they give intelligence to, and he ends up building a robot and and the dogs are going to take over the world and all that. Yeah, that's what this is. Okay. I'm stupid. Forgive me. Either way, pretty cool pieces. Again, they have the nice weight to them, that nice die-cast metal. Nothing super special over that. I mean, every Monopoly out there is going to have that. That's going to be like their high point, that and the board. So it's really hard to say, oh, that one's better than the Dragon Ball Z Monopoly too. That one's on par. Let's go ahead and take a look at this board, though. So, again, as always, they have the standard 4 corners. As for the artwork on it, pretty chaotic artwork. Literally just all the villains of the show, I would say. I mean, can't really call them villains whenever they usually do this themselves. But as for the different locations and stuff like that, like again, the artwork is it's pretty cool. Looks like a lot of it's pulled from the show. The transports, just different spaceships from the show. Nothing too fancy. I thought they'd have been a lot cooler than that. But yeah. So again, they did away with the or 10% is just straight up pay $200. Then you got Morty insurance over here. I think it's actually pretty funny. Some of the locations are pretty much what you would think, like Purge Planet, Pluto, the Fantasy World, Gazorpazorp, the Anatomy Park. I think Anatomy Park would be one of the higher ones, considering Rick made it. But either way, all in all, it's a pretty good board. Again, like, it's hard to really go and say, like, oh, this board's amazing, because I'm not as attached to, like, the Rick and Morty fandom as I am, like, Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon or something like that, so it just looks cool to me. That's about it. It's a very active board. I think I like a bit more subtle artwork in the middle, like a lot more negative space in the middle, and because it'll allow these to shine more. But your eyes kind of draw to the middle a bit too much, because like, I keep on looking around at the board to talk about something, but then my eyes get drawn to this massive artwork right here, and I think it's actually a downfall. Like, The Dragon Ball Z Monopoly had that nice like standard Cell Saga artwork on it, but then you had a bunch of negative space, and so therefore it allowed you to look around the board and discover all the other things that were happening. Whereas this one, I keep on looking here, then like I look up and I'm like, oh, interdimensional cable. I keep on calling it interdimensional cable TV. Yeah, or oh, interdimensional. Because like my eyes keep on getting drawn to those and this and probably the rainbow. I'm just drawn to the rainbow. I want some Skittles or something. But either way, that's about it. Close it up. Close it up. Put it back. So what do we think about the Rick and Morty Monopoly? I mean, if you're a fan of the show enough to buy a Monopoly set, or like just games from the movie, the show. I mean, honestly, it's a really good Monopoly set. If you like Rick and Morty, I don't see why you wouldn't pick this up. They have other Rick and Morty things out there. I have like a Rick and Morty Munchkin that I also need to review one day, but there's a ton of different Munchkins to look at. Maybe one day I'll just do like a best of Munchkin or something like that. But either way, I mean, as far as Monopolies go, I would actually give this one a good like solid 8 out of 10. The only thing that really detracts from it is that I think the board's a little lackluster because there's just too much going on. I mean, which makes sense for the show because how chaotic the show is, but as a person who's just wanting to look at the board and stuff, this is a little disappointing in the board, but the rest of it's amazing. Like the dice. I mean, I know it's really simple to make blue and black dice, but that really got me. I love that they made the individual houses and hotels, the individual money. All really good. So, yeah. That's all that I got for this Monopoly Monday this month. Sorry that it was a week late. Anyway, thank you for tuning in and liking, commenting, and subscribing. Let me know if there's any Monopolies out there that you want me to talk about. Either way, thank you guys and see y'all later. Bye. And now, a word from our sponsors. Nobody's paying me to do this.